All right, let's do this. It's time for another CC design contest playthrough. Tonight we're going to play Sire Fields Golf Club from XJ Jagman. Danny Vaughn. He's been around the community, I think, longer than I have. But I haven't played a course from him in a very long time. So looking forward to seeing what we've got here. So I'm playing the black tees, pin 4, medium winds. Figure we'll roll the dice with wind direction here. Alright, looks like we got some autumn trees here. Okay, lots of fairway grass surrounding the greens from the looks of it. Landing area is dotted with lots of bunkers. Definitely has a wide open feel to it. Alright, so I can't make the carry over that left bunker. We got to play out to the right. I think it's uphill enough and it's into the wind, so we won't catch that bunker all the way on the right there. This is a par 5 anyway. Into the wind, probably not getting home in 2. So I think we'll just play up the right here. Alright, so now we kind of have this like split fairway over the ridge here. I feel like maybe we could have sculpted a little bit to kind of show that off a bit more. As it is, it looks a little... I mean, granted, it's playing into the wind. I'd probably be further on top of the hill for my second shot, so maybe I'm being a little unfair. So I think the play is to just kind of knock it out here to the left. I don't know, maybe making that... I don't know if making that carry on the left is doable with my 3-wood or not. We'll give it a try. Then we'll block it. Hey, Matt, you showed up at the beginning of a round. Okay. So the green is kind of guarded by that bunker in front. I don't know if I feel like if you're going for this thing in 2, you can't, I don't really see how you can hold the green. You got the bunker in front, and then you have slopes just kind of repelling you. I guess I'd also comment, like looking at the bunker next to the green there, I feel like if the bunkers are so closely integrated with the fairways, I don't really like the rims of wispy grass around them. So, couple first impressions. All right, so we got a back pin here. I think we can. Yeah, this won't be enough. Yeah, we could probably hit a gap wedge here. And we'll fast it over the back. Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream that I think he's been around longer than I have. Alright, so I got a little greedy there. Paid the price. I don't think we're gonna gamble here. Let's just... Let's just flop it up there. I know that's too much, but I didn't want it to come back to me. I generally don't really care for the aggressive Moor stripe on the green, especially when you have the green grid superimposed over it. Alright, so let's bogey the opening par 5. Off to a good start. Okay, so now we got a long par 4. So it looks like he's kind of surrounding all the bunkers with fairway grass. Which, I don't know, it looks a little funny. I think I'm willing to withhold judgment until we play some more of the course. Alright, so we got that carry bunker on the left. It looks like we can make that carry. I'm not sure what's going on visually here, because it looks like... I feel like I'm looking at this bunker, and then there's another bunker to the right of it, or to the left of it, but I don't see it on the overhead. I'm just going to aim over this one. I'm actually going to... Okay, so that one's way further out there. But yeah, I feel like if you want to have either have the bunker surrounded by fairway and get rid of the long grass around the lips, or like you see how it's kind of bleeding into the light rough texture there, or get rid of the little bands of fairway on the outside and have the tall stuff transition into heavy rough. Like it looks kind of weird with long grass and then like two textures and then more long grass. Alright, so I kind of bailed right a little bit. I feel like the way this green's set up, there isn't really much of an angle to play for, especially on a long par 4 like this. I know it's maybe a little traditional, but you could just kind of angle the green a little more so that if you're on the inside of the dogleg, you got an angle into it. Alright. Map collector's in the house. How's it going? Okay, so I think we just got to try and skirt that bunker and pray it holds the green. Well, it held. Yeah, there's a little bit of a helping slope in there. Looks like there's kind of some farmlands around the golf course. Yeah, he hasn't been around very much lately. I think he's pretty sure he does like iRacing and stuff with Amiobi and that crew. But he certainly designed quite a bit back in probably TGC 2, maybe TGC 19. Alright, so now we got a short par 4 after that long one. Kinda, I mean, it looks like the green's got, yeah, the green's got some, it's like propped up above the surrounds on like a plateau. Looks like we ran up on there. Yeah, we did hit the green. The sculpting looks, I think the sculpting could use a little bit of massaging. It's like you've got like a flat, the green's not flat by any means, but you can clearly see where you've used the sculpting brush. You want to use little raises and lowers to kind of blend that in a little bit more. As it is, it looks pretty manufactured. And also, it seemed like kind of a no-brainer of a decision to go for that with a driver. I figure if I didn't make it, I'd be down in that flat and have a little chip up the hill. All right, I think the grass in front of the tee here is a little big. It's getting in the way a bit. Short little par 4, small green. Looks like there's probably fall-offs on both sides, or at least on the right side. Tough hole in a crosswind. And let's fast it. Yeah, missing left, not good. I think that's probably the best hole so far. You know, sort of like a postage stamp par 3 raised green. Okay, so now... Okay, so this green looks very similar to the second green, just in terms of the bunkering and its angle to the line of play. And, you know, it's shallow. I think that's this one right here to the left. So those two greens look kind of similar. I don't necessarily like how the bunkers kind of sit out there. I mean, I can see them, which is great, but I don't know. They don't kind of create like these flowing lines. It does seem like you've kind of like made sort of like these optical illusions, which is kind of interesting. Because it looks like there's 2 bunkers on the left and then like 2 or 3 bunkers on the right, but there's clearly not. It's probably because you've got room to carry that one on the left. I can't process watching my guy swing left-handed. My tempo would be terrible. Okay, so we managed to find the fairway. We're definitely too far out to go for it. I think we'll just see if we can get it past, skirt it past the bunkers on the right. Man, we got a case of the fasts here. Okay, so it looks like the green's kind of like a two-tiered job there. Alright, let's see if this works. Stupid fasts. Well, it was pin high. So we kind of got a two-tiered green, a bit of a drop-off long. I guess my question is, there's not much of an angle to play for here. Like if you look at those two bunkers there, that seems like they're protecting the left side of the fairway, but why would you ever want to be on the left side of the fairway, given the orientation and the slope of the green here? We got hole signs. Okay, another field of bunkers out here. The little scalloped fairway there looks very, at least very, on the overhead, looks pretty odd. Yeah, and I guess the other thing I'd say is the bunkers, they do look kind of monotonous. Like, they're all, like, literally the same shape. Like, you know, you want your bunkering style to be consistent, but you know, a little variety helps, you know, kind of break things up and, you know, help make holes more memorable. Okay, so it looks like we've got like the trees are protecting the right side there. So I can't really carry those per se though. So I'm not really sure I can even make that play. Like why not? I'd probably take out some of those trees and put, you know, like a bunker on the inside of the dog leg to kind of tempt me to carry it. But as it is, I mean, I think it's just, I mean, probably the play is to just carry that, hit a 3-wood in between these bunkers maybe. I just don't think I have enough room to hit driver here. Pretty wild green shape here. Yeah, so there's like that little wing there, and it's not pinnable, so it seems kind of weird how the green like flares out that way. Yeah, like I think just I don't see why this green edge over here isn't just kind of smooth. Hit that way too hard. Okay, we got another plateau green. This one's on an angle. I don't really know if I can do anything with this. Like, can I... I'm not sure if the green slopes is kind of has any helping slope to it, but... Like, if I play that straight on, I have no shot. That was a terrible swing. Yeah, this really doesn't work. Like, you can't, there's no way to run it up because the slope at the front of the green is so abrupt, and there's nothing really going on with the slope of the green that's going to help you hold it from that far back. I think you really just need to kind of lower the front right of the green a little more so it's sort of at grade, and probably move the bunker over to the left a little bit. Give us a chance to run a shot in there. Okay, so now we got a dog leg. Interesting, the farmland is not out of bounds. I mean, it's not like it's really in play. It doesn't really matter, but... so we got another collection of bunkers here. Again, kind of, he's going for these optical illusions. Because there's a bunch of space in between those two bunkers there. We ran out of room, but we made it through. So, like, I kind of see what... Like, that kind of feels like the thing that's I'm going to remember the most about the course, but I don't really know how that impacts the strategy. I guess I could just hit like a 3-wood instead of a driver, or I could have tried to carry that one on the left, which I don't have the distance for. Hey, we got a perfect tempo. We're still going to miss the green, but we got a perfect tempo. Okay, so... I like how this green's a little more at grade. I mean, but it's a wedge shot, so it's not like it really matters as much, but like this is the kind of style of green I would have liked to see on the last hole. Okay, that green looks like it's in the line of fire pretty bad. Alright, so we got a long par 4. Again, the green is completely protected by cross bunkers, so... That doesn't seem very CC friendly to me. Yeah, again, and there's like no, I've got no shot at that pin. And it's not like I could have taken on like more risk or something with my tee shot and had a shot at it. You're just basically forcing me to play out here. So like whether I hit a good drive or a mediocre drive, I'm gonna try and hit the same place on the green. Well, we managed to get mostly pin high, and you know, for what it's worth, at least there's a bit of a backboard there, so it's not like you're gonna run over the back of the green or anything. So it's not like a serious playability issue, but it's not very. It doesn't create a lot of interest. As we 3-putt. Oh my, this is quite the departure. We're talking about width. Okay, so we've kind of got one of these like Y-shaped fairways. I guess I think I detect like a backstop there on the left, so maybe the right side is the more sensible play, but it's like 280 to the where the fairway diverges, so I'm just hitting 3-wood here. I don't really think it's only 399, so there's no real point in trying to fit a drive into that little sliver of fairway. I suppose depending on where the pin is, you'll want to attack either side of the fairway, but again, I think it feels like if I just hit my drive, a 3-wood here every time, I'll be fine. We came up short. Well, yeah, I guess that back left part isn't even really pinnable, so that kind of... Yeah, I guess you would never want to go left, at least if the pin's on the left side of the green. Probably not if it's on the right either. You just want to go right. No, that was pretty bad. Man, those hole signs really show up from far away. Like, I really like the open look of the course, but it is kind of funny when you see, like, just, like, a couple hole signs just, like, popping up in the distance. Okay. So we got an angled green. Again, the sculpting's a little severe here. I think, you know, doing some more little raises and lowers, that goes a long way. Alright, are we going to be able to make it? I don't know. I think we just want to play for out here because we want nothing to do with that water. Let's see if our little cut shot can make the carry. It does. Hey, Reteach, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so at least the green contours sort of work left to right. I was able to hit a little cut 6-iron in there, and, I got a reasonable look at birdie. So yeah, playability wise, this hole works fine. I just think the sculpting looks a little, again, the sculpting is just really unnatural looking. And let's just putt it off the green. Alright, so yeah, visually this looks pretty nice. You're like teeing off over the crest of the hill there. You get the bunkers on the inside of the dog leg. I'm curious what the deal is with the green. I'm guessing it's probably just kind of like slightly elevated above its surrounds. I don't think this is an awesome use of the creek. Because like it looks like I have zero incentive to try and hit a drive next to that thing. It's really just kind of there to punish an absolutely horrible snap hook, which puts you in a bad position anyway. So yeah, I might have, right, instead of having those trees there, why not have the green over this way? And then, like if I bail out this way, I've got like a severe hot side hill lie to a green that's next to the water, or you could put it on the other side of the water. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, this is, I don't know. I don't know if this hole could have had a lot more potential, I think. Yeah, this is kind of a small green front to back slope. As long as you have a wedge in there, it's not a big deal. God, I hit that way so too hard. Okay, so we got a big boomerang par 5 here. We probably want to split the bunkers there. If we do that, yeah, this one's probably not going to be reachable too. If you really hug the creek, it could be. So, I think I would definitely call this a better use of the creek. All right, just like that. And we got 247 in. We might be able to make this with a 5-wood. Now, what I would say is, like, you put those bunkers right in front of the green. I just, I took on the risk. I hit a good drive down the right side. I don't really have a chance at giving myself a look at eagle here. I'm prepared to eat my words, but, like, there's, I'm all for making, give me a chance to make like a heroic carry here, but like give me a little bit of dead space over those bunkers so I can kind of run something in there. Again, I'm make me take on a risk by all means, but at least give me a chance if I pull the shot off. I think that ended up in the bunker. Yep. That wasn't good. It looks like this doesn't really move. Maybe a little bit right to left. Pushed it. Oh, no, we made it. I don't think I can, Q. It looked like a pretty small target to hit. There were on an earlier hole there was definitely a green that was in the line of fire though. Okay. So yeah, this feels a bit like a par 4 I've already played. I suppose those who like breaking the game could go out this way, although that doesn't give you a whole lot of room to work with, so I'm just going to play it the way it's designed. Okay. So I feel like this is a green where you can actually, if you're playing from a certain direction, you actually have a chance to run a shot in here. So this is, I like how this green's configured a bit more than some of the other ones. He doesn't like it. What's up, Jack? Okay, yeah. Same comments I've made before about the sculpting, so I won't repeat those. Oh, jeez. I just don't have a feel for partial bunker shots. So I think I will have broken par on one of the CC courses I've played through. Okay, this one's kind of got a fairly straightforward drive. Fairway cambers left to right, so I gotta allow for that. I think I'll just fade one off the bunker here. Okay, so we got a blind second shot. into a green that doesn't have any bunkers. It looks like there's kind of some mounding here, left and right maybe, that could add some interest. No, just a mound on the right. So yeah, definitely requires or favors a approach from the right side. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could have provided a little more width out here. Like maybe you don't even need that bunker on the right. Because then I can kind of sneak a drive in there on the right side and give myself an angle. As it is, like this little patch of fairway in between those two bunkers is kind of inaccessible off the tee. All right, all the bunkers there all in a row. Okay, so now I'm. What's the optical? Oh, there's a bunker long left. Okay, it's just covered up by the flag. I was wondering why I was seeing 3 bunkers there. Okay, so sort of medium length par 4. It's downwind and downhill. I could run out of room, so I'm just gonna hit a 3-wood here. Hopefully it gets past that bunker on the left. Yeah, there's really no temptation to hit driver there. Okay, so the green kind of looks like a 2-tiered affair here. Pins on the top. Oh, we got a par 5 on 18 too. We could finish this thing even par. Who knows? All right, so we got a short par 4, a little bit uphill. There's kind of like a shelf on the right where you can put some mean pins. The easier pins are over there on the left. Looks like it's got a green's got a false front. Hey man, hit your target or else. That's what it's all about here. I got it fast. That bridge looked a little. I don't know where was that bridge that was behind me. Yeah, we got like that stair-stepping bridge there. It's a little funky looking. I would probably just, I mean, I know it's more work, but you probably want to advance edit your bridge pieces and just have them tilt a little bit downwards instead of having that little stair-steppy thing going. Hey Seb, what's up? Looking forward to playing your course. Yeah, that one wasn't staying up. Well, so much for breaking par. Okay, this is quite the carry. I'm not laying up here. That's a nothing landing area. So, oh, it's like 250 to carry her. Yeah, I feel like you're just needlessly punishing people with short drivers who might be in the lower CC flights, who haven't been able to amass enough XP to get fittings and things. Okay, the green's boomeranging. I'm curious what it's boomeranging around. I know there's a bunker well short. Alright, downwind. I think we got to hit 5 wood here. Oh, that was very good. Oh, it's on. Yeah, so the greens of this is pretty unconventional looking green. Boomerang. It's a boomerang with like 2 tiers. Especially on a par 5, you're probably going to get some people chipping from one side to the other. Because, you know, you're coming in here with like fairway woods. Alright, let's just tap this. And get our birdie and get out of here. So yeah, that was Sire Fields. I liked the environment, like the wide open feel was good with the creeks cutting through um, cutting through the course. Um, and you know, like the optical illusions you kind of had going with some of the bunkering was interesting. Um, there were a few too many holes, and I feel like this was more earlier on in the course. There were a few too many holes where it was basically just all carry. I mentioned some things about the sculpting around the green complexes. I think you got to do some fine tuning with the. I recommend doing fine tuning with the some of the softer brushes to make those transitions between the greens and their surrounds blend in a little more, and not look so obviously manufactured, I guess, for the lack of a better term. Um, and yeah, I felt like there were a lot of tee shots where there were like 2 bunkers left and 1 right, and every bunker looked the same. You know, consistency is one thing, but you want to vary up the shapes at least a little bit, just to create a little more visual interest. So those are my main takeaways. Thanks for the publish, Danny, and I look forward to playing some more courses from you. Hopefully, this is just the first of several. So, we're going to play another course after this. I'm just going to stop the stream briefly because I'll be uploading each of these videos to YouTube. So, I'll start a fresh stream for the next course in a minute.